Hello, just another short video from my Tesla Model 3. I know I've got a bit of a hang up about electric cars. I love them so much. They're such a great drive, no gears, faster, smoother, cheaper to drive. You know, fuel is so cheap, clean. Clean's not mentioned much because it's considered a bit of a hippie subject, so you mustn't mention being clean because apparently it's not allowed. Anyway, yeah, I love my electric car, and I've got a Kia Soul electric car which is ending its lease in October this year, and my Tesla Model 3 which is ending its lease in November this year. And sadly I have a problem replacing them because they're dear, they're expensive to lease. So it is a problem, because once you've had an electric car you don't have anything else, you really don't. And so it is going to be a problem for me getting another electric car, but I'll have to. So I don't know what it'll be. Will it be I mean, whatever electric car it is, going to sit in the Tesla Model 3, whatever electric car I get is going to be a step backwards. I mean, if you're going to buy one, it'd probably be a Nissan Leaf. All I could afford would be a 30 kilowatt second-hand Nissan Leaf. Well, that's a step back to say the least. Or a 40 kilowatt Renault Zoe with probably a lease battery. Yeah. I mean, one I would feel I could put up with would be a BMW i3. With a range extender, because the only one I could afford would be an old one. The old one's got a 22 kilowatt battery, which has got no range at all. Well, rubbish range, 100 miles. And so it needs a range extender so it can go somewhere. And that's rather missing the point, because that's got a petrol engine in it. But that's the best option for a hybrid, is just using the petrol rubbish stinking engine to charge the battery. That's far the best option. And amazingly, BMW has stopped making that model. So anyway, so that's my options really. A BMW i3, which is still very expensive with stacks of miles on it, and it needs a range extender, so what's the point? Or the Renault Zoe, 40 kilowatts, which is, you close the door and it sounds like a tin can. Or the Nissan Leaf, which does seem like it's screwed together better, but that's got no battery management, and it's got no particular range. It's a bit, even 30 kilowatt one has only got about 100 mile range, so that's a bit grim. Really, 100 mile range is a bit grim, and they're still not giving them away. But I know they're really reliable, because they just are. Because you see them advertised in eBay with 150,000 miles on them, and there's still people are looking for a big bucks to buy them. So obviously second-hand EVs are flavour of the month, which is makes it dear to buy a second-hand one. So there's my quandary. What should I do? Another car I quite like is, just because it's funny, is a smart car for 2 EV. Now it is quite amusing. Little tiny turning circle, little tiny car, park anywhere, going frontwards or backwards, well amusing. Tiny turning circle, a bit of a laugh. It would amuse me a lot. And they're very cheap to lease. The things that stack up against it, in my head, because this is the way I look at cars, electric cars, range, 80 miles. Oh my God. And what else? Oh yeah, the performance is a bit slow. If they made a smart car for 2 electric with a decent range and was quick, goodness me, how popular would that be? God, that'd be such a bundle of fun. So everything I look at seems to have a downside, unless you've got a shitload of money. If you've got a shitload of money, just pop down and get a blooming Tesla Model Y long range. Lovely. But of course, who's got that money? Because my argument is about electric cars, and other people don't agree with me, and I've said this before, over and over again. Range is absolutely everything. because range is freedom. In an electric car, especially. In a fossil car up to a point, but then you just pour some juice in, it takes a minute. But an electric car, range is absolutely everything. It's freedom. When people say, I've got my electric, I mean, it's not so bad with a Tesla, they've got superchargers, but I won't be able to afford a Tesla. So I will be playing Hunt the Charger. If I get another electric car, and which I will, but it won't be a Tesla. If I go anywhere, I'll be short, it'll have short range, and I'll be playing Hunt the Charger. And people say, that's all right, just plan your journey. I don't want to plan my journey. I just want to charge the car, get in it, and drive where I want to go. I mean, I'm not going to drive to Scotland and back. I mean, I'm in Surrey at the moment, because I know there's limits. But I don't want to plan a journey if the journey's only 100 miles, and I don't want to be crossing my fingers on the last 20 miles of the journey. So, no, range is everything. Range is freedom, as Wallace would say, freedom. So yeah, I want range. I don't even care if it's a bit crappy. I don't even care if it's a Dacia Duster. If it had a 100 kilowatt battery, I'll be straight there. There's a Dacia Duster with all that range. Lovely jubbly. I quite like cars a bit tough. A Dacia Duster, a bit of ground clearance, looks a bit robust. That'll do me, if it's cheap enough. It does seem to depend on the battery size what makes these cars cheap. I just wish they could make them with less bits, more basic, and give me some range and some performance. I do like a bit of performance, but that goes hand in hand. In an electric car, performance isn't hard to get hold of. It's sort of naturally there. It's not an expensive thing. To get performance out of petrol diesel cars is an expensive effort, but in electric cars it's not. So that's what I would like. And range is everything. And I think I'm going to be disappointed here, you know, because my wife's a Kia in the winter. It's what, 2.5 years old, fully charged, on the GOM. That's a guessometer. Sounds a bit bodgy, but that's what it's called, a guessometer. Fully charged without the heater on, 107 miles. With the heater on, 99 miles. Because it's winter, and I'm not impressed. No, I'm not impressed. And as I say, buying a second-hand one, the mileage indicated, the mileage said by the manufacturers will have lost a bit, so it'll have even less than it's supposed to have. No, I don't really want that. So what can I do? I want to stay with electric cars, but no, what can I do? What can I do? Yeah, I mean, his range is everything, I suppose. If I leased a car that's cheap with decent range, I suppose it's, oh God, I don't even want it. A Renault Zoe with a 50 kilowatt battery, it's got a bit of range. There's plenty of cars running 50 kilowatt batteries with 200 mile range, but 200 mile range is okay-ish, but that's the maximum. It's just not quite a real number. 150 mile range is more real. And 150 mile range is a bit yuck. No. If they said 200 mile range when it's snowing and the wind's blowing the wrong direction and you're going down the motorway at 70 miles an hour, okay, but it's not. A 200 mile range is steadily going at about 50 miles an hour in okay conditions. Well, when's that going to happen then? What's that? Special days, special lovely days. So to me, range is everything. Come on, give us some range. Come on. I mean, the smart car for 2, dirt cheap to lease. Bit of a laugh, no range, and a bit slow. Smart car for 4. Yeah, we got 4 seats, but the novelty's gone off because the novelty of being so tiny has gone off. And what is really sad about the smart car for 4 is they've now got a bigger floor pan, which is the bit they stick the batteries in. And it's still got the same little tiny 17 kilowatt battery. Saying about, you've got a bit more floor space. Can you stick a bit more battery in? Like another 10 kilowatt hours would be handy. Nah, so that's got even less range. So there's the quandary, you see. Unless you're rich, you can't have what you want. I suppose that's life, isn't it, really? Yeah. So, yeah, if I shed loads of money, I'd probably have a Mercedes EQC or something. So what can you do? What can you do? Anyway, that's all from me now. I won't talk about the horrible things in the world at the moment. Mind you, in a day's time, there'll be some happy things happening, but that's overseas. I shall see you soon. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.